Homestead is a factual series that uncovers the stories of 7 homesteads through the eyes of the ahi ka that occupied them, highlighting the culturally significant role they've played in maintaining and strengthening Māori ties to their home or tūranga waiwai. The 7-part series of Homestead will launch on Whakata Māori tonight at 7:30. Producer and director of Homestead, Kimiora Kaire-Melbourne, no ngai tūhoe e Ngāpuhi, is with us now. Tēnā koe, Kimiora. Thank you for joining us. What was the inspiration behind Homestead?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess it was born out of my own love and appreciation for my own kaina, my own homestead that my grandparents established for myself and their many descendants. They had 13 children and many grandchildren, and all of us enjoyed time at the homestead, and it was a central part of our whānau where we gathered for all sorts of gatherings, from Easter to New Year's to Christmas as well. But having lived away from home for quite some time, despite growing up there, I've come to realise how fortunate I've been to have somewhere to call home, somewhere I can always go back to remain grounded and connected to who I am. So that was a little bit about the thought process, and meeting other Māori and realising a lot of people unfortunate enough to have a homestead, and in the same breath also realising that I was sure a lot of Māori puta noi te motu would connect to this idea of home or having a homestead. So that was a bit about how I came up with this idea and why I became determined to try and bring this kaupapa to fruition.
How are you feeling about the program showing tonight, premiering tonight?
Yeah, pretty nervous. I mean, this is a first for me. I've directed things and I've made things under other shows that have come out, and that's always nerve-wracking, but I think it's a different level for me at the moment. We produce this under my company, and having this kaupapa from the conceptual stage through to the pitching and then producing it and delivery, it's been a huge process. So yeah, I put a lot of myself into this, and our team have worked so hard and are just as invested in this kaupapa. So yeah, a lot of nerves. I guess my main nerves is just being hopeful that whānau are happy with the representation of their homesteads. That's my main concern and focus. So yeah, quite nervous. I probably won't watch if I'm being honest. I've watched it 20 plus times each episode, so I might have to just keep myself distracted. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because I think the kaupapa and what you're doing is pretty interesting. Now, it's a 7-part series where you visit 7 homesteads. What was this experience like for you, and what kinds of connections were you able to make from this?
Yeah, a lot of connections. I'm forever grateful to all the whānau who opened their hearts and their homes to us and to our crew. Obviously, there was a bit of groundwork that was involved that I think was a given in terms of going to meet with whānau in person before we even went to film, because these are deeply personal kaupapa homesteads. We're actually physically coming into their homes. But there were some very unique experiences that I otherwise wouldn't have had.
And where's this one, Kimiora? Where's this one? It looks like Wanganui.
Yes, so that was probably the most unique. Logistically a bit of a nightmare, but very worth it. We had to go 24 kilometres up the river on a jet boat because there was no road access, plus a 2 to 3 kilometre walk uphill with all our gear. So that was just the getting there, but once we arrived at the home, we knew it was 100% worth the trip.
Beautiful. Yeah, as I said, looking forward to seeing it tonight while you're going like this. Perhaps in front of the screen. Director and producer Kimiora Kaire-Melbourne, thank you so much for joining us today, and all the best for tonight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty amazing. Ngā mihi.
Tēnā koutou.